Like there was another story actually in the news that caught my eye. Was about like Subway, the American sandwich chain, right? You know Subway. But over in the States, outside one of their franchises was a road sign that sort of, you know, like the road signs that they have outside. You know, like normally they'll say like, Jesus, this way. Or, it's something to do with like, you know, something topical, newsy, that then they'll bring it back to I'm sure you understand what I mean. You know, like outside McDonald's and just a bit further past Jeff's Autobahn and fucking like past the high school. And then there'll be like, you know, a dilapidated church and it will say, you know, Jesus this way, like on a road sign. But anyway, this one was for Subway. And it was a shit joke. It was just a really like entry-level open mic joke. There was like, our subs don't implode. And it's just, you know... Like, obviously, this goes back to the, you know, the news story where, you know, the submarine with the billionaires that paid $250,000 each to go in the submarine and they took it down too low for the materials that it was made out of and the fucking thing explodes. Basically buckles under the pressure, I think. I think I read it as it was a catastrophic implosive event, I think, or whatever. And anyway, like, there's a lot of people who get very, like, moral high horse about mocking this because they're like, that was somebody's son. That was somebody's son, which I get, you know, like I understand. Like I used to be a lot more callous about this stuff, but you know, when you have kids, it does, like I've become such a fucking pussy with this sort of news story now. Like the idea of my son dying on a rich guy ride that by all accounts, the kid didn't even want to fucking go on it. You know, like the 19-year-old son who went on the submarine with his dad, he didn't even want to fucking go on the thing. Like, imagine that shit. Like, you don't even want to go on it, but you go along with your dad and his stupid fucking dad hobby. You know, what a bummer of a way to die. Like, I'd be so mad. I'd be like, what's my dad into? He's not into, like, you know, the Titanic or, like, deep sea diving or whatever. Like, he likes rock and roll. Always has done, like Elvis Presley, the Beatles, the 60s. Like if my dad took me to a 1960s theme park and there's a load of, you know, rickety roller coasters there and maybe, like, the carriage trains as they come down the track, like it goes into a giant Paul McCartney's mouth or something. Like, if I went along with it begrudgingly, you know, if I was like, all right, you old bastard, like, I don't want to be here. You know, it's too expensive. This place is a shithole. It's obviously not safe. And fucking look, they're running the rides with secondhand PlayStation gear. This is shit. This is nuts, but fine. It's obviously your thing. So I'll just grit my teeth and go along with it. If I did that, and then the roller coaster came loose from the tracks, and I've got 3 seconds until I hit the concrete from 80 feet up, like I know I'm going to die. You know how they say in that situation, like, you know, in the last seconds of your life, you just think about the family that you love, you know? I'm going to say this now. If you cause me to die because I went along with your stupid fucking dad hobby, the last 3 seconds, I'm not going to be thinking about the family that I love. I'm going to be actively hating the relative that's killing me. I'm going to be trying to kill my dad on the way down to the concrete. I am. Like, if you're going to kill me by dragging me along to this fucking nonsense, I at least want the comfort of knowing that I got you back for it. You know, before we both become pavement paint, you fucking cretin, Dad.